Hello, welcome to episode 8 of This Knitty Life. Thank you very much for joining me today. If you're new, hello, and if you're old, then welcome back. I've had lots of new subscribers and people following me and stuff this week, so that's been fantastic. My name is Rachel and I live in, where do I live? Leeds, West Yorkshire, with my husband and my 2 little kids. My name is Rewarding Memories on Instagram, and that's where generally is the day-to-day stuff that I post about. And I've got This Knitty Life handle, do we call it? It's a bit trendy, isn't it? On Instagram as well, and I am Reward on Ravelry, so feel free to follow me there. Everything's public and out there, so you can join in. And just forewarning, I've got a blocked ear. Woke up with a blocked ear. I've had a strange week. So if I'm shouting, I'm really trying not to, but this ear's really... I've got an appointment to have it fixed, but not until the 6th of April, which is a very long way away. Okay, so kicking off, I have a new finished object for you. This is my Love Note sweater. Yes, I did coordinate my nails. So this is the Love Note sweater, which is a Tin Can Knits one. This is the second time I've made it. It is in Beehive yarns in Jade Palace, which is the base. And I think the top is called Atomic, I think. And this is actually the extra small, which is still, look, like I'm not, what, I'm about 12-ish. I'm not extra small. Should have done a stretchy bind off. But there's still plenty room in it. I went for long sleeves because I had 2 full skeins of the mohair, and it's kind of, I've got the jeans on. It's kind of jean length, so it's it's a little bit longer than my previous one. I love it. I totally love it. It's my favourite colour. It's my jam. I've been talking about it on Instagram for ages. I've got loads of Jade Palace. I've got it in high twist and singles and all sorts, and I love it. So how much did I use? I barely used anything actually. I have got long sleeves, so I did like, I feel like I'm shouting, my head's all fuzzy. Ugh. I used just over 1 actually. I had to break into the next skein. Should we say like 1 1/4? But if I'd have done short sleeves, I don't think I'd have gone into the second ball, which leaves lots of prospective ideas, because I've got like a skein of yarn. Oh, it's over there. Darn it. For a mohair, because on the mohair you tend to get like 425, is it? So it's quite generous. So if I'd have done short sleeves, and I have actually done a bit of a longer length, believe it or not, it's a high-low hem. So normally you wouldn't wear it with jeans, but it's a bit longer. I think it's normally supposed to stop like here, like to wear with dresses. So there is, I think there is availability to be able to kind of get out of one skein. And it's got, I'm trying not to fiddle and make it, stupid head. You should be able to get out of one skein for the extra small size, which just have a look at the sizing and just bear in mind the ease, because there is supposed to be a lot of ease in it. And whilst I feel like this has got plenty ease, so I can squeeze into it. So don't just think, oh, well, I'm not extra small, because I'm not extra small and it fits. But yeah, so this is my first finished object and I'm super duper proud of it. So this is Beehive yarns. Yeah, I feel a bit all over the place. Sorry, focus, Rachel. Right, I've got another FO for you. I have finished some more socks. Look at me, 3 pairs this year. I can't find my sock blockers. I've got more hair in my eye. So I have finished my Cadbury's socks by Fab Funky Fibres. So this was my first one. So I just did a yellow toe and heel. And then this is the one I've just finished. So I went for pink because I ran out of the yellow. But yeah, I'm super pleased with those. I've been wearing my other ones. I don't have them on today. My Dark Side of the Moon ones, had them on yesterday. So I can post some pictures of them and my Down Sheepy Lane ones. So really enjoying having new socks back in the drawer. It's been a long time and a lot of them are looking very tatty because I think I did like 15 pairs one year. Yeah, and they're looking a bit tatty really. My last FO is a teeny weeny little baby hat. So this is the, let me see if I've got the ball band in here. I bet I haven't. It's this. I realise that's dead helpful. I'll post properly later. So this is a teeny weeny hat. My friend who I met at baby group when I had my daughter Martha had her third baby, and it was a boy. So she didn't know what she was having. So that's always exciting, depending on if you're a knitter or not. So I'm a little bit behind in my knits for her. So I made her a little tiny newborn hat. I asked her if he had quite a big head, and she's like, it felt big last night. So yeah, he's called Isaac. So I'm hopefully going to see him over the weekend. But yeah, super cute little hat. This is a DK pattern of, I think it's called the Rialto baby hat. And this is the name of, is this the name of the yarn? Maybe it's the name of the yarn. I'll post it on Instagram. But I've made this loads, and actually my daughter is the model for the pattern on Ravelry, which is funny. So it's RIA. I'll post it on Instagram, okay? Yeah, super cute. I knit quite a little bit of that. We went to a really nice park in Otley on Sunday, and I got to knit it in the sunshine actually. It was actually reasonably nice. So they are my 3 FOs. Not too shabby for Rachel. Okay, so moving swiftly on to my whips. We'll stay on a baby kick, shall we? So in my little grey girl bag, I am in the middle of the row. I went to the doctor's this morning because everything's fallen to bits. And this is how far I got before I got called in for my appointment, actually. So this is the baby vertebrae. I'm shouting, I'm totally shouting, I know I am. I'm sorry. This is Debbie Bliss prints. I made Theo cardigans, his little coming home outfit from hospital. He had a cardigan in this this yarn, little hat and a little cardigan. I totally love it. Self-striping, DK, commercial. I've had it for ages. I've got several balls of it. It's super cute. So yeah, I'm just powering through to get to the sleeve separation. So not massively far off, but something else has captured my heart this week, so I will show you in a minute. So yeah, I've just been working on this. It's funny. Should I knit at the same time? Is that weird? I'll just try and finish this a little bit. It's funny because when you knit cardigans, obviously you knit backwards and forwards, and I can't actually remember the last time I purled. It feels really weird to purl. Like, I feel quite slow at it, but it's just so strange. The reason I guess I like knitting in the round more is because you just go, 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 and you don't stop. Whereas when you've got rows like this, you're like, oh, finish her off, I'll stop, I'll check my phone. And I feel like I've been caught on my phone quite a lot this week with obviously all of the health scares that we're having with, can I say corona. I feel like I've been, my friend Carly, 8 minutes 34 Carly, said I've been self-soothing a lot with my phone. So I've been finding myself on my phone a lot, not looking for answers or anything to what's going on. Is that annoying? I don't know if it's annoying or not. But just on my phone more, just as a distraction, I think. Anyway, probably should stop, shouldn't I? Yeah, so this is the newborn size of the baby vertebrae DK. I think this one's the paid pattern, but they have like, they've got a free 4-ply one. And then the paid one includes DK and Aran worsted and stuff like that. So it's a really good pattern actually. Covers a lot of bases. Right, what else? Oh, this is very nearly finished. I took some pictures with this on this morning. I've not posted them yet because I didn't want to spoil the podcast. This is my beautiful Stagecoach. So it's Stagecoach by Caitlin Hunter. Stagecoach sweater. So the body is, did we like the light? Was it okay? The body is Hades by Castleview Yarns. The orange is Killer Flamingo. Do you need to be able to see my mouth? I'm reading a book at the minute and she's deaf and she's lip reading, but I don't know if that's relevant at all. This is Killer Flamingo by Rainbow Heirloom. The creamy colour with the neon pops is Origami by Spectrum, and the green colour is Skiing Queen. I can't remember what it's called. And the yellow is a mystery yellow that I was sent by a friend, also in DK. But yeah, I didn't, it's supposed to have colour work at the bottom too. But I've not actually done it just because I thought it would go with more things. So it's, I've tried it on, so it's not far off what this one is. It is still cropped. I guess once you've got it on, it's a bit higher. It is definitely cropped, but I think I might be able to get away with it with high-waisted jeans. But I've got boyfriend or girlfriend, as they're actually called today, jeans on, so they're a little bit lower slung. But yeah, I totally love that. I've nearly finished the first sleeve. I've only got this much left. This is Castle View in the Hades colourway. Yes, I admire the pretty nails, the effort I go to. Yeah, this is all I've got left, so I'm gonna, it's covered in mohair. I will show you why. I need to, so I'm like here on the sleeve now. I did take a picture, so I'll post it on Instagram. So it's kind of just before my elbow. So if I could maybe get a few more rounds on it and then a rib, I'll have to do my next one and then that'll be done. So I'm hoping to wear it to the Yorkshire Show next weekend. Not the Yorkshire Show as in the Yorkshire Yarn Fest show, which we are hoping will still be on next Saturday in York in the Poppleton Centre. I'm hoping, because it's not a giant show, that we can be able to get away with it. Because I know lots of things are being stopped and everything over a certain capacity. I think Scotland was something like a 500 indoor capacity. It will be stopped, and I wonder if there'd be like surely there wouldn't be 500 there. Just basing this on the last winter one, at one time. That's a lot of people. So I'm really hoping it goes ahead. At least of all, so I can get to see all my friends. We have an Airbnb, so I'm hoping that we will still get to go to our Airbnb. And some of the other people, the other girls we're staying with, will still come over. Terry from Fine Fish is actually coming over, and she's going to stay with us on the Friday night. She's got to get a ferry foot over from Ireland. But really hoping it goes ahead. I'll be super sad if it doesn't, but obviously I have then obviously earmarked the money for it, so I will still support the online people who I was planning on supporting, or yeah, but I really hope it goes ahead. Right, I'll just have a little swig. I think I've got more hair stuck to my lipstick. First can of the day, by the way. Purr. Nice. Right, my next whip is in my beautiful Harry Potter bag. How cool is this? This is by, please have a label in it. Ah, it does. Clara Rose Crafts. Clara. You see? C-L-A-R-A. Clara Rose Crafts. I know my accent isn't the easiest, but it's a gorgeous Harry Potter bag. I saw these at Nottingham, and I've got a few. I bought my sister and my mum one for Christmas, and I've got another one which has something beautiful in it actually. Right, I'll show you what I've made. Oh, look at this. Look. You might have seen this. I posted this on my Instagram last night. This is Spectrum Fibre. It's caked up beautifully, if I do say so myself. And this is the Carousel colourway. I believe he still does dye this one. And this one, I think, is called Ultraviolet. And when I showed her, she thought it was called something else. And she said she's not done this one for a while. I do have the yarn in this as well, and I'm planning on fading it in. So I have done another love note. But look how gorgeous this is working out. I'm super duper pleased with it. I only started it a couple of days ago. So I finished one lace repeat. Only 2 lace repeats. Yeah, just finished one lace repeat, and I'm on to the next one. So I might do that after this. It's about 1:30. What's the date today? I don't know what the date is. I don't know. 13th, something like that, of March 2020. Yes, so I'm totally addicted to this. So I've been working on it a little bit this morning. Did my nails, then did a little bit on this. It was a really easy chart actually. It's not, I've got stitch markers all the way through it. I don't excel in lace. I really like colour work, but lace isn't always my jam. Just because I don't feel like I'm very good at it. And one wrong stitch and then it's totally messed up. Yeah, like the middle bit, there was a slip. Oh no, there wasn't a slip, there was a slip one, knit two together, pass a slip stitch over. And for some reason, when I read the instructions, I did something really stupid. It was like an hour ago. It's, yeah, slip one, knit two together, PSSO. So it says slip one stitch, knit the next two stitches, then the next line says together, but I just knit the next two stitches because apparently I'm ridiculous, and then my brain must have clicked into it and then I started doing it properly. But yeah, I'm totally loving this. Again, I'm doing the extra small one. So there's quite a lot of just like basic knitting at the front, then you do a couple of rows of increases, then the lace. So in theory, same again, and then a little bit, and then for the body. So I only have this in the mohair. This is all I have. So I'm really hoping I can get it done in one. So that's my plan. So it will be probably more of a cropped one, definitely a short sleeved one. But I'm planning on fading it into the ultraviolet that I've got, just for fun, just so I think I will, just so I'm not using all of this up. Not that I can't ever get any more, but look at it. This is Bryony's Spectrum Fibre. Did I say that? And I'm going to hit her up at York Festival next weekend. Be on it like a car bonnet. Yeah, so I'm entirely loving that. So that's kind of a lot of what I've been working on really this week. What else have I got on here? Stagecoach, yeah, love note. I need to cast another pair of socks because I finished my latest pair of socks. I kicked this one up the other day. This is Fairy Lights by Fab Funky Fibres. Fab Funky Fibres in Fairy Lights. Christmassy colourway, I guess, but not so Christmassy. They still have some self-striping in their shop. I have been entirely eyeing up their Surrey. They've got some really nice ones, and it's like I think it was about £16 a skein, which some are a lot higher. It generally varies. I've never actually seen it as low as 16. Normally it's about 18, depending on who you're buying from, up to like 22, I think. And obviously the Surrey, you get less on it. It's got sorry, you can hear my slippers on the floor. You do get less on it. I think it's about 300 meters compared to the mohair where you get like 425. I hope this light's okay. I feel a little bit squinty. Yeah, so I'm going to cast another pair of socks on, get this baby cardi done and delivered to my friend. I've got lots of whips, I've got lots of whips. Yeah, so get the Stagecoach done and work on my love note, and then I need to pick up my my sorrel. I still really want to do my sorrel because that's utterly gorgeous, so I want to get going on that again. So I'd like to try and pick that up this weekend. I'm all fluffy, sorry. That was attractive. Yeah, and I've got that colourwork jumper which I've completely forgot the name of. Let me have a think. Nah, can't remember. Right, so I'm going to move on because I've just remembered that I've missed this section. I know it's not very detailed. To acquisitions. So I've been a wee bit spendy this week. I got I hit up a D-stash on Facebook group, it's the Yarn Snobs group. So I've got two gorgeous skeins coming from Stranded Dye Works, which is Amy. So I'm waiting on that coming. It's actually in Arran, so I'm waiting on that coming. I thought it would come today, hopefully. But anyway, look what I got this week. This is a gorgeous project bag, zipped, from Jibby Ruse. Have a little look. Oh, I like labels, they help. Yeah, Jibby Roo, R-O-O, Sews. Is that the wrong way around? You know what I mean? Oh, does that help? I've got loads of her bags, loads of them. They're ridiculously reasonable. I had a word with her about it at Fibre East, and this was like £8.50. It's got a sparkly bottom. Oh, gorgeous wisdom balls. Yeah, I saw it at Fibre East and I'm like, you need to charge more, basically. And she said, basically, if you've only got a certain budget, then you can afford to get a project bag and then a little something else, like a little yarn, a little bit of yarn to go in it. So we know that project bags vary from one end to the other, and it depends what your budget is or what you like, what the fabric's like. It's very well made, it's fully lined, it's completely gorgeous. So many of my bags are from her, and loads of my friends are too. Look at this sparkly bottom. It's lovely, isn't it? Yeah, so she did a little update this week and I couldn't resist. I think it was like under £10 posted. Craziness. Yeah, so that is from Jibby Roo. What else did I get? Oh yes, let's try not to have my address on here. It all comes in my maiden name because my PayPal hasn't been changed over. So this is from Lana, I'm going to say Boo. It says, hooray! What's it say? I can't read backwards. Hooray, hooray! It's a happy post day! So she had a little sale the other day, so I got in on that, and I got some new pins. Comes in a super cute little box, and I got some new pins. So it says, if I sit, I knit. Yes, I should have £5 sale. I think they're only about £6.50 normally, but it's a sparkly ball holes. I'm going to put that on my backpack. And then this one is Yarn Makes Me Happy. I've got a keyring of this that I got at the last York Festival actually, which is on my house keys. Yeah, so I'm super pleased with those. They're really nice. And she loads of super cute stuff. She sent me a sticker. This is really cute too. A little info sheet, wholesale, contact history. Just what show she's going to be at, the Bexhill one. My friend lives in Bexhill, so I wonder if she'll go along to that. She's not necessarily a knitter though, but that's a gorgeous leaflet if ever there was one. Oh, story of my life. Little thank you card. And a Woolmonty. A Woolmonty show. I've got loads of her postcards. There's loads up there actually too that she always puts them in. So whilst it's a thank you, it's also a little cute thing too. So I might pin this up at my desk at work. There's a little discount code on the back actually. But she's always having money off, so I guess I never used them. Have I got this bag? Maker's Gonna Make? I think I maybe have. I think I've got that one. I know I've got some of these stitch markers. But yeah, she's going to be at York Yarn Fest as well, hopefully. I'm just going to talk like it's going to go ahead, and then hopefully wishful thinking will make it go ahead. Yeah, so I've got those. Just get those on my bag. I'm still waiting on my Dusty Dimples A Court of Thorn and Roses club. So that should be here any day now. I'm hoping it's coming today. I've been asking every day when I've been at work and my husband's been here in the morning, like, has it come yet? Has it come yet? Has it come yet? Eager much. Yeah, and then my D-stash that I want it to arrive and wait on that as well. What else? Anything else exciting? I don't think so really. Just really excited about the show next week. Carly's going to come here kind of lunchtime on Fridays. We'll see if we will have time to podcast or just have a little chat on camera. Yeah, she did a podcast last week or so obviously go and check her out. She's My Creative Daydream, because I forgot the name of her podcast. Yeah, so she's having a little chat on there. She's been doing loads of cross stitch and whatnot lately as well, so she's been a busy little bee. I've not been watching a lot of podcasts because, like I said, I went back to work after being off for several weeks. So I caught a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I watched Pin, Feathers and Pearls, which is Candice. I watched that the other day. It was like 20 minutes. I'm not putting it in, I'm just putting my finger here. I've really not watched a lot of podcasts actually. I've just figured out on my Kindle Unlimited that there's a section where you can do the Unlimited with free Audible. So I've just been listening to crappy romancy type novels on that really. So because I had my headphones in at work, I've been kind of busting through one a day really. So I've always got my little earpiece in. But my blocked ear feels like I've got my earpiece in. I hope you couldn't hear that because I've got loads of olive oil in it. Well, the news, I guess I don't feel like I've done loads in it in this week. I had a really, really bad head on Tuesday night. When you wake up, I felt like I had an axe in my head. It really, really hurt, and I was literally just clawing at my skull in the night. And because I start work early some days, I got up in the night and my husband like half woke up and he's like, oh, hope work's okay. And it was like 10 to 3 in the morning and I was searching for tablets, trying not to cry. Yeah. So I made it to work the next day, but oh God, did it hurt. And I felt groggy all day. And then in the afternoon, I started getting a really bad stomach, just really high up. Don't know what it was at all. But oh, that evening was hard with both the kids because I work an early and then my husband does the late. So he takes the kids to school and I pick them up from school on certain days. That was a long slog from school pick up to bedtime. I literally put them to bed as soon as I could, 7 o'clock. Theo was down, no problem. Martha likes to go to bed later, so I let her have the iPad in bed for a bit. And I was like, I'm going to bed. I'm going to trust you to turn this off. And then I went to bed, and then by the time he got in from work, I was asleep. And then I was up and out again while I was asleep the next morning too. Yeah, so I've struggled on with that. I've actually been at the doctor's today and they've given me some sort of gastro, it said something to do with stomach lining. It's really hurt. I think I'm allergic to stuff, or not allergic, that's too harsh of a word, intolerant to stuff. Like definitely garlic affects me. I look massively pregnant if I have garlic and it hurts. Oh God, does it hurt. Yeah, so that's what I think I've got. So I think that's about it really. I've been listening to the new Sarah J Maas audiobook today. It's very concentraty. It's her first adult, not young adult book, I think. So it's very, I've got a new term for you, world buildy. So there's a lot of he did this and there and this kingdom and because it's fantasy. There's lots of like really funny names. They're not just called like Peter and Paul and Sarah and Claire. They're like really complicated names, so you've really got to listen. So I've been listening to that a little bit while I'm at home on my own on a Friday. Yeah, so I've had a bit of that today. I did my nails this morning after the doctor's. Did some tidying up because it slipped a little bit, I guess, because of work. I've got quite a big pile of washing to put away before the school run. And yeah, hubby's off tomorrow, so I'm not quite sure what we're doing. And then he's at work all day on Sunday. And by that I mean like 11 hours out the house. So we're just having our fingers crossed that the schools don't close, because I'm not quite sure how I entertain my kids, which sounds really bad, but they are full on. And obviously what I do with work and stuff. But yeah, so I hope everyone's staying well and staying safe and being careful. And I'm going through so much moisturiser with after washing my hands. My hands feel like they've shrunk 3 sizes. I went to the doctor's today and there was like hand sanitizer as you went in. They asked on the phone when I made an appointment, you haven't got a temperature, you haven't got a cough, sore throat, anything like that. When I went in, my doctor had scrubs on and he had like an apron on, which looked like he was about to deliver a baby, and he had gloves on. Didn't have a mask, but yeah, and he asked as soon as I walked in the door, you've not got a temperature, you've not got a cough. So they're obviously they're doing the best, and they've still got to go to work, so they're really doing the best. So yeah, so just hoping that everything is still functioning the best it can. I understand that some schools have closed that are maybe private and whatnot, but I'm also aware it's very anxiety inducing. Like I know I've been a little bit worse this week, because I do struggle with that. And like my husband was a little bit off this morning and I was like, are you okay? And he said, I don't know if I feel ill or if it's in my head. And I do think that's kind of a lot of the problem. as well, is because we're being told about it so much. And you're like, oh, hang on, does my throat hurt? Oh, hang on. And you're like, you don't know if you imagine it or not. So something he never does is, after he did the school run, came back home, had a shower, got a cup of tea, and he went in bed to play on his Nintendo. So I sat and did my nails with him. But I can only assume that everyone has the problem, whether they've got little kids or not, but I guess mainly little kids, is it's just a mile a minute, just like run, race here, race there. Like if he starts late, we've got housework to do, this, that and the other, clean up from the school run, and then he's got to race to work. And it's the same for me. It's just, well, I don't work full time, but you know, it's just hard. So yeah, just trying to breathe a little bit more, but I'm waffling now. So I'm going to go at that point. So I don't know if I'll be at the podcast next Friday. I'm going to try with Carly, see if she's up for it, because I know she edits her podcast. So she's like, I don't know if I'll be able to do it just in one go. But just a little informal thing, just what we're looking forward to about the show, providing it goes ahead. I think Sophie, who runs it, said she'll maybe give an answer early next week. So obviously, if you can go. If you're ill, please don't come. I don't know. I'm going. If it's on, I'm certainly going. So I will be there. So if you see me, please say hello. That would be lovely, if not really strange. I'm still debating a haircut before that, because it's getting quite long, look. This is long for me. I had to pin it up yesterday like this at work, and I got one of Martha's bows in the top. But yeah, it's just really long for me. The boys had a haircut yesterday. They've got big hair. Poof, like that. Right, I'm really waffling. You don't need to know about their haircuts, do you? Okay, so I hope you have a very knitty week. And I hope that you stay well and just have a little knit where you can, and plan projects, use your stash, try and support indies, independent dyers, independent makers if you can. If you can't buy from them, like their pictures, comment on their pictures, share their pictures, because they're going to be hit really hard. I work for a big old company, and I can only assume that if we shut down, I will still be paid, but a lot of people won't. Whether they're then at home looking after their children so they can't work or whatnot. So if you can kind of support people where you can, then surely that can only be a good thing. I'll certainly continue to try and do that too. So, I'm fine. Yeah, so I hope you have a lovely week, and I will catch you later, because I've been saying goodbye for the last 10 minutes. So I'm going to have a little sit and knit and try and get this chat done on my beautiful love note. Catch you later. Bye.